Okay, hello, right, Chuck. What we're going to do today, I'm just going to remind you, number patterns, linear number patterns that we did in grade 9, nothing new today. So I've got the pattern 9, 13, 17. Let's start by figuring out what's the next number going to be. 21. Okay, so what are we doing every time? Adding 4. Okay, sometimes it's worthwhile writing the number pattern here and here the difference. So it's plus 4, plus 4, plus 4. Now, in grade 9, we gave some marks to figure out what's the next number. Grade 10 is more about using the formula. So we learned that formula. It's nothing new. Okay, the nth term. T stands for T term, and N is the nth term. So we've got, this is term 1, this is the second term, this is the third term, this is the fourth term. I can go up and ask you, let's say, what's the 100th term? Now, you wouldn't just add 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 100 times. That doesn't make sense. We need to come up with a formula. Okay? What is the nth term? Okay? Little n stands for 1, 2, 3. So that's like your counter there. Okay? So I'll just remind you how we do it. I'll write it down like this. The formula is always an plus b. Okay? So we've got an n there. We multiply by a certain number, a, and we add in b. Okay? That a, what is the a? It's what in this case, what will be the a? It's the 4. The a is the difference. It's the difference between the number. Okay? So it's going. We're going to write instead of a. So a is the difference between two consecutive numbers. Consecutive will mean one after another. So it's going to be 4n plus b. There's still a b there. We need to figure out that b. How do you explain that? You're right. It is 5. How do we know it's 5?
First term, so it's 4 times 1.
Okay.
4 plus 5 is 9.
Correct, Finkel. So b is what I call the correction term. Okay? I would say that's the correction term. I'll explain that in a second. The a is the difference between two terms. It's the difference. Okay? What is the correction term? Finkel says, look, listen, so T1, the first term, according to this formula, is going to be 4 times 1, because n is equal 1, okay, plus the b. But I also know that the first term is 9. So I need to say, okay, that's equal 9. In other words, I'm writing 4 plus b equal 9. Quick rearranging, b equal 5. Okay, so that's how Finkel knew that in this case, the formula is 4n plus 5. Okay? I'll just pause here and wait for questions, and we're going to carry on. All right, so probably the hardest bit is to get that formula. Now, the next kind of question they might tell you, okay, what is the 100th term? Okay, so we said we're not going to count, add 4 100 times. What do we do?
4 times 1.
Okay, we just substitute. So we substitute instead of n, we say 100. So 4 times 100 plus 5 is going to be equal to 405. Okay. Okay. So in a test, I can give you that. Ask you first of all, write down the formula, the nth term, expression for the nth term. Find the 100th term, and the third question might be which term is 49. In other words, which term is it? The 7th, the 8th, the 9th. So we work backward. You remember well, Finkel. Okay? So we're going to say, okay, 49 will be equal to what? What should I write?
9 minus 5.
First of all, you write it down before you start rearranging. 49 equal to 4n plus 5. Are we all right with that? I'll answer question in a minute. Okay? So, because I know that Tn is 49, but I want to know what n is it. So I'm substituting 4n plus 5 equal 49. Minus the 5, I'll get 44 equal 4n. Divide by 4n equal 11. So I know it's the 11th term. So you need to say it's the 11th term. 11th term is 49. I'll just pause here. Right, guys, so that was until now just grade 9 level. Now we're going to put one notch up. Okay? Sometime series can be made out of 2 different sequences. So in a case you can say, all right, we've got a series here, 1 times 7, 3 times 4, 5 times 1. We can actually even write down how much it is. So 1 times 7 is 7, 12, 5. Now if you look at that, okay, you're not necessarily going to find what it is. In a test, they won't write 7, 12, 5. They'll write 1 times 7, 3 times 4, 5 times 1. But they're not going to do it in 2 different colors. I just did it for you guys to kind of give you a hint what's going on here. What is going on?
That's just finding the difference of everything.
Okay, so look at the blue. Forget about the black. Okay, look just at the blue. 1, 3, 5. It is plus 2, right? And now look just at the black. 7, 4, 1. Minusing 3 every time. So we've got a sequence that are made out of 2 sequences. So if I want to know the Tn here, I need to do it 1 for each of these sequences and then multiply. Bit tricky, eh? Yeah?
That's just annoying, sir.
Okay? Let's figure out what's this next one. So what will be the next one? Okay, so what will be the blue number? 7, because it go 1, 3, 5, 7, and the black number will be minus 1. We're always minusing. No, you're right. You're minusing 2. You said minus 2, Pinker, right? Because it goes 3 times every time. So 7 minus 3, 4. 4 minus 3, 1. 1 minus 3, minus 2. So the next number really will be minus 14. Okay? Now the question is, we want to know what is the Tn. Okay, and I'm not going to write actually in black, I'll write in green. I want to know what is the Tn, an expression to Tn. So we're going to write it down for the blue separately and for the black separately. And each one is pretty easy. So let's start with the Tn for the blue. Okay, so it'll be 2n plus a b. Okay, I've just put the difference. The difference is 2. Okay, plus 2. So it's going to be 2n plus b. I need to figure out what b is. How do I do it? I substitute 1. 1 equals 2 times 1, right? Plus b. So in other words, b equals minus 1. Can you see how I've done that? So I'm going to rewrite this. Tn equals 2n minus 1. So that's the blue one. Okay? I'll give you questions at the end. Don't worry. Now we're going to try and find out the black sequence. Okay? So what do I need to time n by? How much are we going down by? So we're going down by minus 3, so it's going to be minus 3n. You see, sometimes in front of the n, you can have a negative number. If it's going down, it has to be a negative number. Minus 3n. B, I need to figure out what b is. Okay. So I'm going to write 7 equal minus 3n plus b, not n. I'm going to substitute time 1 now. So 7 equal minus 3 plus b. You're right, b is equal to 10. So I'm going to rewrite it again. Tn equal minus 3n plus 10.
Oh, that's such a hard step.
It's not too hard. Okay?
It's all fun and games to start squaring things.
Okay. Now, we're not finished. We calculated nth term for the blue series and for the black series. Now I want to know what is the green series. So what do I have to do here, David?
Yeah, the difference.
No? What are we doing? Are we finding the difference between? What are we doing to each term? We time it. So we're going to have to write the blue, the 2n minus 1, time the black, minus 3n plus 10. And now, a question that something a lot of you missed out in the test. What am I missing here? Brackets. I don't know what you guys have against brackets, but you forget brackets. In that last question, a lot of you forgot brackets. Okay, you have to multiply the whole 2n minus 1 times the whole minus 3n plus 10.
Wait, so you substitute, so if you want to press, you substitute the 1 into the n for both sides, and you times them out.
That's it.
You foil times the bracket.
And now we need to foil. So I'm going to write, if you don't mind, I'm going to just carry on with blue. So it's going to be minus 6n squared plus 20n, I'm multiplying that by that, plus 3n minus 10. And now, just to finish up, okay, Tn that I'm looking for, I'll write it in green, okay? So Tn is going to be minus 6n squared plus 23n minus 10. And that's the final answer. So this is a difficult level one.
This is as hard as this one.
That is hard as it gets for now. Yeah. Okay. I'll just leave it there and answer some questions. Okay, we're going to say goodbye here. Bye bye.